working remotely making any sense of not belonging to the worse, because as the after the covid, the remote work or the trend of remote working has been established. Even though in the digital field or the online business trend, like if you are a creator or the coach or you are an influencer or you're freelancer or the working professor, and if you are working remotely, basically it is most prominent in the IT sector or the software companies or or the customer sector, the service sectors. All these things are becoming very easy, very comfortable, and very convenient to work on. But what if some people or some individuals has facing or having a struggling and asking the question that working from remote is kind of it is causing us to not belonging to somewhere, or not associating ourselves with our unified or the initial culture. Because when it's come to professional work or the or life work or the our professional job, then we are bound to be known that, because all the cultures and traditions and everything is now has a structure and it's a philosophy. So and if nowadays if we are shifting from the official work or the physical kind of cubicle work to the remote work, and sometimes we are facing that I was not a part of the team, or I'm not belong to the people because I'm working remotely. All the others, my colleagues and in my competitors were very close to the company or the boss, so they will get a higher appreciation and a higher appraisal. I could be left behind from that. All the questions are always been a always not it is not underlooked. We should must taking account of that, because it's definitely possible that working remotely could be contributing our feeling of not belonging. And while remote work has many benefit also, it can also present challenge to feeling connected and integrated with our over team. So yeah, I'm going to describe the 5 points where it making sense that uh, working remotely, it's totally our choice if you are associated with a corporate kind of job and if you're not habitual to it. And if in the longer run, if you have a dream or we have a desire to work from home, to work from anywhere, and have all the choices and independence for us, then it is a blessing rather than the worst curse itself. So reduced face-to-face interaction, it is by default that working remotely, it is we are detached, we are not in the same environment where we have been used to be in our office itself, because spontaneous conversations and casual interactions are and non casual interactions are not even there, often missing in a remote setting, and making it harder to build a rapport and feel like you are the part of the group. It is obvious. And the second thing is limited social interactions. Opportunity for team launch or the gathering or the some kind of group activities or the group necessities we are missing while we are working from the home. And after work again, gathering, we are hanging up, or sometimes we are do have some kind of gossips going around us in the drinking table or the tea table or the lunch table. All these things are we are missing while we are working from the home, and this is the cue or triggering us to be not belonging, feeling of the not belongingness to the our initial office. And we are less socializing and less frequent when working remotely, which can lead to the feeling of isolation, sometimes loneliness as well. So this is the factors. And communication challenge, this is the biggest challenge, one of the, we can say, the biggest challenge in terms of communication, in terms of channelizing, communicating, or uh, converging day-to-day activities which we habitual we used to do in our traditional office work. So misinterpretations and misunderstanding can occur more easily in a remote environment, leading to feeling of disconnected and frustrations. And sometimes, so for what happens that if you are working on a specific task and project, if we need some help by even finding some kind of file or some doc file, we directly um, connect them with our facilitated telecom intercom or the messaging system or the whatever the media chat has been provided to us, and we can get things done on immediate basis. But while we are working remotely, it is kind of challenging, and sometimes we cannot speak, we cannot communicate properly because what's the going in their head, in the vicinity of physical office, it is going to disturb us, and that will making the misunderstanding and miscommunication at the same place. And fourth thing is out of sight or the out of mind. When we are not physically present in the office or in the dedicated working professional environment, it can be easier to get lost or feel overlooked or the forgotten. And especially when it's come to important decision or the social events, because even our boss or our higher person is also sometimes going to forget us, because they are habitual to who are present at that moment in the office. So instead of asking to you, and because there is a resistance to call us or to make some kind of mail or having drop a note or asking for some help to based on our KRA or based on our the job criteria. And this will be leading us to feeling sense of disconnected or the isolated from the physical environment. And that's how the trigger of being not belong to the specific group or the team or the our company is the one thing which is uh, haunting us to working remote work is the not a blessing but it is a curse. Why? Because I am losing my belongingness while I'm working from the home. Okay, and the fourth thing is increased resilience, reliance on the technology. Increased reliance on the technology. What means that while technology enables remote work, it can also create a sense of distance and impersonality, making it harder to form strong connections. So all these things are deliverable through the technology, but when it comes to human touch or human to human connections, our compassions, our appreciations, our belongingness, our being the type of involvement in being involvement in our group members is the crucial thing to work together, make things happen, and celebrate on the same time. So the technology, whatever the advantage it gives us, at the same time it also has a disadvantage, and we should look into the concern how we are embracing this advancement and uh, disadvantage over our professional work. So, however, it is important to remember that these challenges are not like it is not like not solvable. There are many things you can do, and we can as a together we can do a team we can do, and we can conquer this problem of the remote work environment. So here are the few steps we can take in order to come back to a feeling of belongingness, and we should not think ourselves that I am not associated with any team or any uh, person. So regular communications, use a video conferencing, create a virtual social event, be proactive in our communications, establish a clear boundaries in the communication channel, set boundaries between work and personal life. All these tips are the useful thing in order to come back and to feel the being involved or being belong to the our team or our colleagues and our peers what we are used to be in our physical office itself. And setting boundary and within the personal work and professional is a crucial thing, because sometimes it is for us, we know that I'm doing my professional work and related to job and company, but our family members are not aware. Even though they are aware, they are going to make mistakes, and they are because they are not habitual to know or aware of. Even our kids are not aware of what is the importance of professional work, what we are doing, whether we are doing it at the home, what are we are doing in the office itself. So setting clear boundaries and communicating in a positive manner with our members, with our family members, is the one of the big burden going to help us to feel belongingness. So if you are feeling strong sense of not belonging to the person or the peer, our colleagues while working remotely, it's important to talk to our manager or our HR departments. They can help you identify the root cause of your feelings and develop strategies to address them. But it is all come down to our own set of values and our set of beliefs around remote working.